And I mentioned I've done quite a bit of research about you, but one question I wanted to ask was, how was that experience on the game show Lingo with your mom?
Mm. Oh, I'm so glad you asked about that because a lot of people kind of gloss over that, and I want to give a little bit of a background to fully
Yeah.
answer your question. So, um, I it was my third year in bobsled, and I had found out that I had a very, very high likelihood of making the national team to compete in World Cup. One of our athletes retired. There's a spot opened. I was kind of the next in line based off of it, as long as I worked hard and earned the spot. And I knew that that would mean being USA 3, I would be financially responsible for my whole season because it was the year after the Olympic Games. So there's not a whole lot of funding year one of the quad. And I was just praying on it because I'm like, I really want to do World Cup if I make it. How will I finance this? And I'm praying and I'm praying. And I get a social media message, and it was like, hey, I really think that you would be someone that should audition for this new game show. And like anything, I thought it was spam, and I was like, okay, whatever. And he was like, no, no, like I'm, actually like helping with casting. And I was like, okay, then let's schedule a Zoom. Like, let me, like I was so suspicious, and it ended up being legitimate. And they're like, yep, it's teams of two. And when I thought about someone that I wanted to be with me, that is one of the most brilliant women I've ever met in my life, and just an absolute boss lady and inspiration. I can't think of
Wow.
anyone other than my mother. So we were together. She's like, what are we doing? And she's like, I love her spirit. She's like, Riley, I'm in, let's do it. And so we made the video, and I'm in California at the time and she's in Indiana, and we're going on a bunch of production calls, not even in the same location, trying to compete at this game to get interviewed and get on the show. And we end up getting selected. Flew to the UK. I had never been there before in my life for filming. And we got there, and we knew that we were going to be competing live TV, and there's four teams and only one winner. So it's you win or you get nothing. And our practice round what did not go super well, and we're kind of panicked, and we're these two, pretty blondes and people not taking seriously. And we just prayed on it, and I prayed with people. Actually, the us in the finals and the other couple, father and son, he was a strong Christian, and we just said, Lord,
Yeah.
this is your money. Wherever you want to go with it, you shall have
Oh,
it sent. And we won. And there's a video that I posted, a little snippet of the game show, and I'm on my knees like crying because I just was in such like disbelief that the Lord made that happen. And we tithed 10% like we said we would.
yeah.
The rest went into funding my season, and the little bit money I did have left over went into a down deposit for my first home. So
Oh,
it was one of the biggest blessings I've ever had.
love it. Down deposit for your home. That's how you know you're such an adult now. When you you win some money, it's like I have to make a down payment on a house. That's a very adult thing to do, right?
Yeah.